How you guys doing? Officials around the world, especially my tailor-made officials here at home in the Oakland Greater Bay Area. It's me, your boy, Mr. Smooth, here to give you a basketball officiating training video. We're going to work with some of our new trainees, give them the third part of our training program, which is the off-court film study. So before I get into the film study, you'll see the picture above me of some of the trainees that I'll be breaking down today. So in this video, I'm going to focus on two particular officials. We're going to focus in on Antonio and Dre. We're going to focus on the half of basketball that they officiate together. But before I do that, I would like to say it's been an honor and a blessing to work with these young people. Teach them about officiating, get to know them and everything like that. So before I do that, I want to share a video that Will Smith posted on his Facebook, if I may. So with that said,
Look at the different ethnic groups we have here. Like for real. This is rare. No, it's rare and it's good, so the world can see what we're doing. There's a lot of negativity in the world right now. A lot of racial stuff in the world right now. These stripes, these whistles, look, it's bringing us all together. We all speak in different languages, we all look differently. Race, color, skin complexion, look at us. We all getting along. So what's going on in the world don't apply to us. We are the world. We are the light of the world. Facts, exactly. Other than that, keep working hard. How'd you feel today, Donnie, your first time out there?
I feel like a piece of cake. No, it's fun. No, it was cool though. It was fun. I mean, it's fun because y'all make it fun though. Y'all ain't heckin' like uptight.
so that was just a little bit. So that was just a little bit of what happens at the training. We talk about more than just basketball. We talk about life, goals, stuff like that. So we're looking forward in the future to working with these young people, getting involved with their lives, getting them involved with this great organization. But with that said, now we're going to focus in on the officiating part of basketball at Bushrot. So we were out there with the little kids. We had Dre and Antonio. So with that said, I see I got a couple of people in the chat room. I got Brandon Mason out there. I see you, Brandon. We also got Simply Deep. Salute to you guys as well. Thank for you guys for joining in. So the plan is to build this channel and see if we could get maybe 50 live viewers, and maybe one day I can have you guys come on. I know, Brandon, you also officiate with us for the East Bay organization, so it would be great, if you maybe one of these days work with one of these young people and you're able to give them pointers as well, all on this live stream. So all of that is in the work. But with that said, I'm going to go ahead and play the video. I'm going to mute myself for the first part because there's some stuff that the coaches were saying, Will was saying that you're able to hear. Then after that point, I'm going to try to put it on mute, and I'll just do the breakdown if I may. So with that said, let's start the video. So we can see there that our young official Antonio, he was spot on. He was able to catch the clock malfunction, and he was able to stop the game and communicate with the scorekeeper, because also our scorekeepers are brand new. We got scorekeepers in training as well. So we were teaching the scorekeepers how to stop the clock and everything, how to run the clock. So If you want to be a scorekeeper, not an official, well, there's another avenue for a young person to get involved in the game of basketball with. But one thing for Antonio, if he would use his voice a little bit louder so everybody in the gym knows why the game is being stopped, that'll give you some brownie points. So with that said, I'm going to mute myself and continue with the breakdown. So I'm going to stop it there because that's where I zoomed out the camera. Now, just a couple of rules. Now, it's important that this defender right here doesn't break the plane. And also, the only time this defender is supposed to give the offensive player 3 feet is if there's no room behind him. But in this situation here, we could clearly see that there's clearly 3 feet behind him as this hallway extends all the way out into the, I guess you could say, into the foyer area of the gym. So right now, the defender could get as close to the line as he can as long as he doesn't break the line. So with that said, I'm gonna put the game on mute, and then I should be able to talk over as things happen. So let me go ahead and do that right now, so you won't hear any background sound. Let me see if I could get the music on, if I can. So we're gonna see if that works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But let's get back to the breakdown. So now we're gonna stop it here. Now it's important that when we're the trail official, that this official here, you want to get as far back as you can. You want to be behind this offensive player. You don't want players to the right and to the left of you. You want them all in your view. So right now, you're going to have a pass. So if you're looking at the ball, then as the player passing the ball, and as this player catch it, we can see the defender is in position to put immediate ball pressure. So you want to be able to see the pass, the catch, and the defender coming in to apply ball pressure without having to turn. You want everything in your vision. So that's why it's always important. Take a couple of steps to your left and get behind the play. As a trail official, you want to trail the play. So it won't focus much on the game. It's going to focus more on presentation, mechanics, body posture, and everything like that. The players are kind of too small. They're not well developed to really get into play calling and stuff like that. So you want to, if I stop it here, you want to stand straight. You want to stand nice and tall like Dre is doing right here. We can see Antonio is also standing strong too as well, but you want to maintain that positive body posture on the basketball court. So you can see we're running. You want to get all the way down to the end line. Step out of bounds. Now if I back it up just a little bit more. Now we can see that Dre right here, he's probably looking at the ball. So it's always important that we keep our eyes in our primary of coverage. So you can see here, the lead has everything in gold and the trail will have everything in the red. So when the ball is out here, our lead needs to be focused on everything in the C position, especially if there's a competitive matchup in this area. So with that said, let's start it. Now when this out of bounds call is made, I'll back it up some more. Now you can see right here, Dre, you have your back towards the player. So what you want to do is you want to reverse pivot, and you're going to use, see if I can get it. You're going to want to use this hand to stop the clock and point. So in order to do that, you're going to turn your back towards the camera. So that way all the players and everything is in your line of vision. And then also you want to let the players on the court, let them bring you the basketball. You don't want to take your eyes off the players chasing the basketball. You want to keep all your focus and attention on the players, because as the players get older, that's when they talk trash. You know, we can see elbows, stuff like that. And it's always important to see what's on the court so you're not surprised by any unsporting-like acts, any technical foul situations. So now if we back it up some more, Dre, just 2 seconds. So right now you're going to be on the outside shoulder. So instead of being on the left side of this player, you're going to be on the right side. So you want to walk around and come over here. So you're always outside looking in. Good job doing the 10-second count. We're getting an out of bounds call by Antonio. So it looks like we got a coach doing his best to try to coach his players up. Try to get them in the right spot. It looks like he committed a violation. So now since he committed the violation and the throw-in's going to happen on this side, it's going to be important that our new lead is going to be the trail. So he's going to swing to the other side of the floor. So if I go to my basketball coverage, this will be the trail. And this is going to be the lead. So they were really, let me switch it around. They were really like this. And then the ball went out of bounds over here. So the lead is going to walk over to administer the throw-in. And our trail is going to go to the other side of the floor. Depending on their impressed situation, he's going to be at the trail. If all the players are moseying around between the half court and three-point line, he's going to be over here. And if they set up into their offensive set, then he's going to be the lead on this side. So when we have the violation, I believe we saw Dre already on this side, and the violation was called. Now he's going to run over here and be the trail, and we're going to resume play. So right now we can see Antonio, he's got his arm straight up. I'm sorry, y'all didn't switch over. Okay. So now we can see that Antonio, he has his arm straight up. It could be a little bit straighter. He also has a good job of a 5-second count. So one thing you want to count, so you're counting with this hand, and this hand is closer to the player. So it's very possible that this player could take a step to their left, and you could possibly knock the ball out of the player's hand that they're counting with, or if he attempts to pass and you're counting, the ball might deflect off your hand. So it's always important you want to count with the hand that's away from the player. So you want to use this arm to count and use this hand to chop. We get a good jump ball as we see. Now it's important, you want to let the whistle fall from your mouth. You don't want to move your hand or take it or talk with the whistle in your mouth. You want to blow your whistle, boom, jump ball, and let the whistle naturally fall from your mouth. So again, you want to count with the opposite arm. Doing a good job with the 10-second count. Now we're going to focus in on Dre. He did a good job. He's got his open look. We got great hustle from Antonio going to the lead. We can see the kid travel. So I believe Lily was trying to tell you about the travel call. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to back it up just a little bit more because I want you to see the travel if you haven't seen it. So you can see what we're trying to. So we see the player travel. Now you got to understand that the defense calls the travel. You can see that the defender jumped to block the shot. And the player on offense will recognize that if I shoot the ball, he's going to block it. So at this point, the offense player is going to reset his feet. Even though we're lenient with the travels at the lower levels, because if we called every travel, the game will take 2 to 3 hours to play. This is a travel you want to get because it's being forced by good defense, and we always want to reward good defense. So we could actually see the player travel. I'll play it one more time. I'll back it up 1 second. And you can see the player try to reshuffle their feet to get the shot off. Now I'm sure you got one of our officials who's also a coach. He also runs the gym at Bushrod. Derek Dirty Bruce, we know him by Dirty. Now he's going to get on you about the travel because it wasn't obvious trouble. But you got to remember, as an official, you're in control of the game. You got to manage the game. So just tell the coach, hey, you got to get in your coaching box or find a good way to handle coaches depending on the situation. Sometimes you got to give them a warning. Sometimes you got to be a technical foul. But whatever it is you got to do, don't be afraid to do it. So at this point right here, we see we had the lean just a little bit. So I'll back it up a little bit more. Now as this ball gets wide, Antonio, if I get back to my court coverage, you're the trail on this side. So as the ball is wide, getting closer, you don't want to be on the inside because now you got players in your area over here as well as players coming behind. So it's important as a trail that you stay wider than the ball, because if you're wider than the ball, let's say the player bounces the ball out of bounds, steps out of bounds, you're able to see it, and you're also able to position your body to where you can see all the players, all 10 players on the court, especially all the players in your primary area of responsibility. Then we can see right here, you started the lean, but if you had already been on the sideline, there would have been no reason for you to lean because you'll be able to see. In fact, if you in the line of sight that the camera is in, you don't have to lean. You can see if the player steps on the line or not. So it's always important as a trail to stay wide with the ball. So again, you're not wide with the ball. So again, take those steps to your left. You may even want to take a step back so you give yourself enough space to get out the way, because as you can see, you got players here and here in your primary that you can't see because you don't have the proper angle. So I want you to work on getting those proper angles tomorrow when we get on the court at Bushrod. So this is where this is where you call the travel, and you called an illegal dribble, and you gave the travel violation. So if I back it up just a little bit more, maybe we see it, maybe we don't. So now another thing we gotta do, we gotta work on. So it looks like the L will be Antonio, and the trail will be Dre. Now it looks like the violation happens somewhere on this half of the court, which meaning the throw-in should have been either on this sideline or this end line. But however, we're going to take it out over here. So it's always important that if the violation or foul happens closer to the sideline, we take it on the sideline. If it happens in the paint, depending on if it's the left or the right side, if it's the left side of the paint, we're going to bring it in line. And if it's on the right side of the paint, we're going to bring it to the in line on the right side. If it's out here, of course, sideline. So we want to put the ball in at the right place. Now we got subs coming in. So I want to back it up just a couple more seconds. Now, Antonio, you see how, oh, you guys couldn't even see, I didn't switch it over. I apologize for that. Now, Antonio, you see how you're inside this player, so you're going to want to come, I want you to get a habit of staying outside this volleyball line. You want to come out here. And maybe even step down over here and get this view in through here, where you can see everything on the back side. Because right now you're too far on the inside. So if this ball gets swung, you're gonna be sucked into the play. We get a 3-point shot, 3-point made. So it looks like the stream may be acting a little funky. So I'm gonna go ahead. No, it came back. Okay, so since it came back, let me see. Okay, the stream did come back. So we'll go ahead and continue for this one for another 7 minutes. So we got subs coming in and out of the game. So remember, ball goes out of bounds, hands straight up, and then you want to point. Good job getting to the outside of the player. Now you want to chop when the ball is legally touched. You chop before the ball was even touched. So there'll be situations where you want to get a perfect chop because, of Close game in a situation where every tenth of a second on the clock counts. So now it's important that Dre, in this situation, that you get. So as this player is backing up to catch the ball here, it's important that you move from this spot and that you come somewhere down here. This will allow you to keep all the players in front of you, because as we play it, you're going to have players in front, behind you, and in front of you. So you want to keep all the players all in front of you so you can see everything as it happens. You don't want players to your left and to your right. You want, in this situation, you're going to want all the players in front of you and to your right. So let me see if I can move this circle, make it smaller. You also want to trail the play. Right now you may be in front. May have subs coming into the game. So in this situation, you're going to be on the, when you give this player the ball, so to be on the left side, you're going to walk around and be on the right side. Again, you want all the players to the inside. You want to box all the players in between you and your partner. So you always want to be wider than the widest player. A good traveling call. So at this point, Antonio, you stepped on the court. Remember, you want to stay back, or if you're going to call the jump ball, go ahead and get in there and call it. But as the ball breaks away, now you're going to work your way off the court again. So it appears the ball goes out of bounds. So you want to have a bit more crisper mechanic, you know, with the arm going straight up, and you want to give a strong point. So it looks like we're getting close to the 30-minute mark. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to shut this part of the stream down. So for things to work on, Antonio, again, you want to stay wide, especially as a trail in the half court set. I want you to move away from the basketball line and get maybe about halfway between the sideline and the volleyball line, but you want to be on the outside of the players. And for Dre, you did a good job, but when you administer the throw-ins, remember, keep your players on the inside of you. Be wide, wider than the outside. And what else? When the ball goes out of bounds, keep your focus in on the player. So those be little things you could work on. Always be out there on the court looking to get better. So before I close out for this one, because I got to do 3 more of these today, I want to thank you guys for watching. Thanks for the support. Thanks for all you guys that donated. Like, share, and subscribe. If you watch this video and you have a suggestion or a comment, leave those in the comment section. Remember to check out all the links in the description. But more importantly, get involved and support your own interests. We also had a couple of donators. So if you go to our TailorMade website and go to the more, we have a GoFundMe. There's been a couple of people that have donated to the GoFundMe, so I want to send a special thanks to our donors. Those people are O'Shea Duke Jackson, Preem, Ace donated, Ellie Grace donated, and my man Douglas Vaughn, he donated as well. Again, we want to thank you guys for watching. Stay safe out there. See you guys at Bushrod. 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Friday. It's your boy, Mr. Smooth. Peace.